I've completely made a mess of my living room, of my bookshelves. Also, that box is sitting there. Could I get up and move it for this video so it's not in the background? Yes. Am I going to? No. That's left over from the kitties' birthday present. I got them a new cat tree. It was their birthday on Friday. They turned a year old, but we're here with a book haul today. It's been a while since I've done a book haul. I don't even know when the last one would have been, but I just figured let's just do all the books that I've accumulated over the past probably 6 months-ish. I'd say that's probably the last time that I did this. So I don't know, I'm hoping that this is everything that I've accumulated since the last book haul that I did. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that this is everything. We have quite a bit to get through, so let's just jump in. All of these were either ones that I have bought, ones that you guys have sent to me, or ones that I've gotten from like marketing companies. So first, let's start off with the one that I literally can't find the dust jacket for. I think it's underneath my couch right now, because I'm pretty sure one of the kitties knocked it under there. But this is Crescent City, House of Sky and Breath by Sarah J. Maas. I'm currently reading this, one of my most anticipated books of this year. Obviously, I was gonna buy it. Anything Sarah J. Maas publishes, I will buy. She's one of my favorite authors, and I do really love this series. However, this book has been kind of slow going for me. I'm hoping that it's going to pick up a little bit more. I'm over the halfway point now, so I'm hoping that we get a little more momentum going here. I did buy this. I don't know where my dust jacket is though, but the dust jacket is gorgeous, but obviously I don't read it with it on. So yeah, first book. Next, let's do these kind of together. So my girl Sonia sent me Twisted Games and Twisted Hate by Anna Huang. She sent me the discreet covers of these. I freaking love these. These are so pretty. The Twisted Love one, I don't love, like I don't have that one. And I don't love that one. I do prefer the male cover of that one. But for both of these, I think Twisted Hate, I still prefer the male cover, but this one's stunning. But the Twisted Games one, I love the crown on here. I love the colors. They look so pretty on my shelves because so many of my books have black spines or like dark spines. So these just like stand out nice. They're nice pops of color. One of my favorite series. I literally love it. This is going to be in my top 10 of 2022. I freaking love this book. This and Twisted Love were in my top 10 of last year. So happy to have both of these. And then on the same wavelength of that, of course, they're at the bottom of the stack. I purchased myself the regular, like the male covers of these. So I purchased both of these, and I do have the male version of the Twisted Love cover of this. So eventually maybe I might get the Twisted Love one in the discreet just to like round it out on my shelves. But yeah, I do have both sets of these, and I don't care. Is that kind of excessive to have 2 copies of the same book? Yes, but I literally don't care because I love both these covers and I love this series. And I know Anna Huang had put up a post in her Facebook group a long time ago asking like if she did hard covers, what covers people would want. And I voted for like a woman cover, similar to how Gianna Darling has the woman versions in hardbacks of The Fallen Men. I think that would be so cool with these rather than doing like a repeat cover in hardbacks. And if she does, I may be purchasing those as well. And then I'll just have 3 copies of the same book, which honestly it's excessive, but for me, I don't care. It's my money. I can spend it how I want to. Next, I had to have these. And if they do these with the whole series, I think I'm going to be suckered into buying them all because these, I'm obsessed with these covers. And that is the Ice Planet Barbarian Special Edition covers by Ruby Dixon. These are just so freaking pretty. How could I pass these in Barnes & Noble and not buy them? Also the spines, I love the spines. Again, like pops of color on my bookshelves that I don't have that much of. These are so pretty. So this is the first one, the first book in that series. So far they only have these first 2 covers out, but this one is Georgian Vectils. I love the blue, I love the teal spine. This is just so pretty. Would I have bought the original covers of these? Probably not, because while I do really like this series, I don't think I probably would have like bought those old covers. But these ones, I mean, nothing against the old covers. They're very like camp. I love them, but I just don't think I would have bought them. But these, like I couldn't pass these up. So this is the first one. I think I do prefer this one over Barbarian Alien. However, I love this one too. Just like the illustration is so pretty. This is an illustrated cover that I love. I love this. And again, I love the pink spine. I love the color scheme of this one being like pinks and purples and this one like being like blues and greens. They're just so pretty. And some of my friends were with me when I bought this one and they were like, seriously, you're buying that? And I was like, yeah, I am. I need it. Thank you very much. Next, okay, so this one was sent to me a while back for my birthday from Nicole. Thank you again. I know I had shouted this out in a video before, but I don't think I've done it in a book haul, so I'm including it in here, as are some of the rest of these. Like, I know I've like shouted them out when I've gotten them, but not when I've like, not in an actual haul. So she sent me Inked and Lies for my birthday. This is my favorite Fallen Men series book. I love this one so freaking much. I mean, I love that series as a whole, but I'm especially partial to this one in Dead Man Walking. And I'm so happy to have Nova and Lila in my life and having them on my bookshelf. So I have this one in the male cover. And then Gianna Darling, you know, came out with the female hardcovers for the rest of the series. So I already have the first 3 in the female covers. And then when I got sent this one, then I'm like, well, I'm not gonna buy Inked and Lies probably in the other one, just because I didn't feel like I needed like both of these. Potentially down the line I would, but just in the moment, like these books are expensive. So I was like, I'm gonna hold off on it since I already have one copy for now. So maybe down the road I'd buy Inked and Lies. But then when she did the drop for the last 3 female hardcovers, I had to get the Dead Man Walking one because I freaking love this one. This is probably my second favorite out of the whole Fallen Men series. This cover is so pretty. I love having a hardcover. I love the spine. And like I said, I have the first 3 books in the female hardcovers. Now, you may be wondering, do you have After the Fall? No, I do not. I did not buy that one with this one, and I don't think I will buy that book probably in general. I say that now. I probably will end up buying it at some point, but I think I will probably buy it in the male version just because it's a little bit cheaper, and I don't like that book. I don't like it one bit. I've said that before, and I have my reasons for not liking it. Obviously, it would spoil things if I talked about why I don't like it. If you want to know, DM me and we can chat about it. If you've read it, you might know why I don't like it. Oh, I'm good with having these 5 of the Fallen Men books, and then moving forward when they come out, I think I'll kind of see which cover I prefer, because I think she's going to be doing both covers for all books down the line, and seeing which one I prefer and buy those moving forward. But I do really like the male version of this one, but I couldn't pass up the hardcover. But I love Nova on this one. And the female hardcover, this one was pretty too. But anyways, that's what I have for those. That was a long explanation for just that. A series that I will be purchasing the rest of, this was the other one that Nicole sent me for my birthday, and this is Voyeur by Fiona Cole. I will eventually collect this whole series because it is one of my favorite romance series. And this, specifically this and Another, the first and the 4th book in this series, are by far my favorites. I love both of these books. This one is a student-teacher romance, and I just love the cover. It's so pretty. I love the black and white with the pops of colors, so yeah. Very happy to have this to my collection. One of my favorite student teacher romances. Next, my friend Nikki over on Instagram, we did a buddy read of this book at the beginning of the year, and she sent me a copy, and that is The Words by Ashley Jade. Thick boy. I did not realize how big this book was when I was reading it on my Kindle, but this is so good. This is a new release from this year. I've talked about it a couple times already. I already have it like mocked up for some rec videos coming up in the future, so I won't say too much, but it's a rock star, second chance, friends to lovers to enemies to lovers, toxicity, goodness. I loved it, and I'm very happy to have my toxic bad boy Phoenix on my shelves forever. Next, another one that was sent to me a while back for my birthday from Kim is Stay by Elle Kennedy and Serena Bowen. This is the 2nd book in the WAG series, which is like a spin-off series of the Him and Us duet by Elle Kennedy and Serena Bowen. I love that duet. I still haven't read, I have Good Boy. I bought that in a Target sale a while back, and I still haven't read that, and I haven't read this yet. But I'm feeling like this is gonna be coming up soon because it's a nice, short, quick book, and their writing just flows. It's very easy to read, very like bingeable. So I'm hoping to get to this at some point soon. One that I bought in a recent Target sale that I kind of bought thinking that it would be a book club pick for me and my friends, and then it got outvoted by like 1 vote. But I will read it eventually, is Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. So this is not a romance specifically, I don't think. I think this might be like one of the only non-romance books out of this stack. However, I read The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo last year. Absolutely loved it. One of my favorite books of last year. So I want to try another one by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I know my mom has read this actually and really liked it, and she tried to get me to read it back when she did, like years ago when I wasn't like reading at all. And I know that this is told in like an interview format, which I'm just interested. I've never read a book like that where it's like in an interview. There's like, as you can see, like it's literally interview chunks. So I'm interested to see how this goes. Also, I've heard amazing things. So yeah, I'm excited to jump into this at some point. Okay, so Sonia again sent me this one, Crash Course by Alyssa Wilde. I read this last year and I fell in love. This is so good. This was the first book that I've ever read by Alyssa Wilde, and I'm pretty sure that this was her debut novel. Like, I don't even know if she has another one out besides this, but this is a student teacher one. I kind of compared it to Sweet Dandelion by Macaulay Smelter, which if y'all know that is my favorite, like, top 3 books of all time. And this gave me like very similar vibes to that. Yeah, I loved it. A student teacher book, very like character driven story. Just, oh, so good. And also this cover is so pretty. I love the color scheme of it. And again, I love the spine. Like, it just looks really nice on my shelves. I know that's like kind of dumb to be like, oh, it looks nice on my shelves. Like, that's kind of vain, but I don't care. I like my shelves to look pretty. Next, another one that Nikki had sent me, my friend Nikki, she sent me Forget Me Not by QB Tyler. Y'all are gonna probably see this in my wrap up at the end of the year of favorite books. This was so freaking good. Besides Always Been You, this is my favorite standalone by QB Tyler. It's a marriage in trouble, super angsty romance. So good. Just Olivia and Bennett gave me everything I wanted and needed out of this book. So freaking good. If you have not read it yet, go read it. Also, if you haven't read anything by QB Tyler, I don't know what you're doing. I have an entire guide to QB Tyler video where I break down every single book that she has because I've read every single book that she has. So, but this is one of my favorites. Really, really good. Another one that I got for my book club recently that we just started, we actually had our first meeting for it last night, is Final Girls by Riley Sager. This is my pick for the book club. We option up like 3 books, then people get to vote. So this was one of the ones that I optioned up as like our thriller option. Everyone wanted a thriller, so we're reading a thriller. So far, the main character is like kind of annoying. I don't know. And also I'm like sus on everyone in here because I just am with thrillers. I think everyone's a suspect until proven otherwise for thrillers. And yeah, so far it's okay. This is literally the first book that I've read by a man, and I can't even remember how long. Besides one of the biographies that I'm going to talk about, but literally I don't read books by men. So this is like the one and only. Yeah, anyways, we'll see how this goes. I don't know. So far it's fine. I'm looking forward to like picking up a bit as we move forward. Okay, this duet is one that I'm planning on jumping into this month, and that is Their Obsession duet by B. Page. Why are they different colors? Anyway, so this is The Dancer and the Masks, and then this one is The Masks and the Dancer. And so this one is reverse harem Phantom of the Opera. Yes, please. Yes, please. So this one is the first book. I have this on my TBR to start this month. I actually think I'm probably going to start it this week once I wrap up Crescent City. And I'm really excited. I love reverse harems, and I'm a hoe for Phantom of the Opera. So I'm excited to get to this. Also, I've never heard of this duet before. Like, until Sonia sent this to me, I had never heard of this duet or this author. It's like a new to me author as well, which I'm excited. I've been reading a lot of new authors lately, and that's fun. Try new ones. So anyways, this duet. Also, the pages. I noticed this when I was talking about this in my TBR video. Look at the formatting inside the book. How freaking pretty. I can't. Next, this one again was a birthday gift that I got a long time ago from Kim, which is Waking Olivia by Elizabeth O'Rourke, one of my favorite books I read last year. Just narrowly missed out on my top 10 of 2021. It's a coach athlete college romance. So good. But yeah, I'm really excited to have this one on my shelves because this was definitely one that I was going to purchase at some point because I loved this book so much, and I needed to have it where I could just like look at it and feel joy again. But oh, I loved this. This one I was sent, and there was no note with it, so I have no clue who it was. So once again, if this was you who had sent this book to me, please let me know. Her Soul for Revenge by Harley LaRue. So this is the second book, and what's this in the Souls trilogy? So I loved Her Soul for Revenge, or not Her Soul to Take, which is book 1. That was in my top 10 of 2021 list. I have not read this yet, even though this was like an anticipated release for me. I just haven't been in the mood for it, but I will definitely get around to it at some point soon because everything that I've read by Harley LaRue, I have loved, and I loved the first book, and the bits and pieces that we got of the 2 characters for this one, I was super intrigued by. So this is like an anticipated 5-star book for me. Like, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to love it. Okay, next, I bought this when it was released, and that is Tim, the Official Autobiography of Avicii. I've talked about this before. I freaking loved Avicii so much. One of my favorite artists. I was so sad when I found out that he died. And this biography, when I read it, it was just like it like had closure for me. It was very like cathartic to read. And yeah, I knew as soon as it came out, I was like, I could check this out from the library. Because like a lot of the books I can't check out from my library. Like my library doesn't have any independently published books, like no indie romances whatsoever. So I always have to read them on my Kindle or buy them. And this one, I was like, this is actually one that I could check out from the library, but I didn't want to. I knew I needed to have it on my shelves, and I'm glad that I do. It's like, it made me like so sad reading it. But yeah, I have a full post up on my Instagram and like a review for it and a full review on Goodreads if you want to check it out. But I know it's not a book that like a lot of people will probably read, like that are on here for like the romances. But I loved it and I'm glad to have it. Next, I bought Normal People for the book club that I have with my friends. This was the first book that we ever read for it. This was one of my friends' picks. I didn't vibe. I think the show is going to be the medium for me to consume this story because I didn't dislike the story. I liked it. But the way that it was told, the writing style, that did not click with me whatsoever. So I will definitely be checking out the Hulu show, but the book itself was not for me. So yeah. I have this now, but I will literally never reread it. Next, Unteachable. My friend Nikki sent me this one because this is one of her favorite student teacher books, and she sent it to me. She was like, you need to read it. And as soon as I got it in the mail, I started it because I was like, this is what is going to pull me out of my reading slump. And I definitely liked it. I ended up giving this one 4 out of 5 stars. A really solid student teacher read. The only thing is that the hero has the same name as my brother. And that... it was hard to get past. It was really hard to get past. And I'm honestly kind of surprised that this is the first time that has ever happened to me. Because I wouldn't say that my brother's name is common, but you know how like books always tend to choose like more different kind of names? I'm kind of surprised that this is the first time that I've come across it. But so yeah, luckily he was often referred to as Mr. Wilkie, like his last name, because he's a teacher. But the first name threw me for a loop. But anyways, I did really, this author's writing style is beautiful. Like I freaking loved her writing style. It was so well done. So visual, so pretty, so lyrical. Loved the writing style. Also, cool spine. Okay, and then I think we're down to the books that I feel like I'm probably missing some, but it is what it is, y'all. Now we're down to all the books that I was sent by a marketing company. I was sent these by Wildfire Marketing Solutions. They reached out and asked if they could send me some stuff. I've done a few different arcs through them and such. So they've already like had some interactions with me, and then they asked to send me some books, and I was like, of course, yes, please. So I already did a book haul on my TikTok, like unpackaging them because it was like such a big package, but we'll go a little bit more in depth here. So first up is Brave Love by A.M. Kusi. I don't think I'm saying that right. These are all new to me authors. I've never read a book from a single author in this deck, so if I mispronounce anything, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I have not heard of this one before. I think this is the 7th book in the series though, but I'm pretty sure that it's one, like it can be read as a standalone. And what I didn't realize is that I think this is a husband and wife writing team, which is interesting. I've never read a book, at least to my knowledge, that is a husband and wife duo. So I'm interested to see, has anyone read this series? Let me know. Okay, next is Over the Moon by K.K. Allen. I know a lot of my friends on BookTube here have read things by K.K. Allen and really love their books. So yeah, I'm excited to, again, have another new to me author. Also, this one is, they're all signed too. Like all of these books were signed that were sent, which is really awesome. So yeah, excited to jump into this at some point. Next is Devil's Deal by Alethea Romig. This is probably at the top of my TBR out of this stack. This sounds so good. And now that I looked it up on Goodreads, I did see that a couple of my friends on there have read it and have all like rated it really high. And ironically then, I think I just got a comment on one of my videos that I saw recently where someone was like, you should try reading this duet. And that was like before I got this. So then when I like got this and saw that, I was like, oh, okay, done. So yeah, what is your desire? Lust, money, or power? I am the man who can make every dream come true for a price. I'm intrigued. Right Rival by K.A. Lind. This again is another book in a series. I know it's an enemies to lovers one. I think this might be, is this like the third? Yeah, this is a big series. Like this is the entire series list, and I'm pretty sure it's down, yeah, it's like down towards the bottom, but assuming again it can be read as a standalone, we'll see. Dare You to Love Me by Maria Louise Lewis. This is again a part of a series, but this one is a CEO heroine. We don't see that very often. That like instantly when I saw that, single mother and the CEO of New Orleans' hottest lingerie boutique. I'm intrigued by that specifically. So again, I think this one is going to be pretty high on like a priority read for me from this one. And again, another new to me author, and another one that I got sent by the same author, which I was so shocked to get a hardcover book. Road to Fire. This is another one that really stood out to me. This is part of the Broken Crown series. And this one is, okay, just this like bottom tagline is what immediately got me when I opened it up. He may be the devil in disguise, but I'm Isla Quinn and I killed the king. I'm intrigued. And again, it was, oh, I forgot I had a sticker stuck in here. But again, signed, have a little sticker, excited about that. The Curveball by Samantha Lind. All I know about this one is that it's a baseball sports romance. I love sports romances. There are not many baseball ones that I can think of off the top of my head that I've read. I feel like a lot of them are like hockey or football probably. So I'm excited to have a baseball one because I love baseball. I played softball. And yeah, I'm excited to read a baseball one. Next is Tainter by Caitlin Dare. Again, a part of a series. I feel like this isn't the first, this is book 3. So again, I'm thinking that I can probably read this as a standalone, but we'll see once I want to jump into it. And then the last 3 that I got are all from Louise Bay. They're part of a series. So it's Mr. Park Lane, Mr. Smithfield, and Mr. Mayfair. The 3. So I'm pretty sure, I don't know what order these go in. I know when I looked up on Goodreads, it had it. But anyways, the one that stuck out to me the most was Mr. Park Lane. And when I had just read the back, it sounds like enemies to lovers and maybe second chance, enforced proximity. I don't know. But I'm kind of sold. All of the backs of these sound really interesting. So yeah, has anyone read any of these? Please let me know. Okay, I think that's it. I think I might have missed a couple. It's just been so long and I was bad about like keeping track as I accumulated them, but I'm pretty sure that's it. So anyways, that's it for this week. I know I said I was gonna have a rec video out this week, and then I got this like big package, and before I got them all situated on my bookshelf and I'd like pull them all off, like this stack has just been sitting now on a table in my apartment, just waiting to be put away on my bookcase. And then I don't want to like put them all away and then take them all down and like demolish it. So I want to do this week, so then that way I can get these put away. So next week I will have a rec video up. It's gonna probably, you know what, I'm not even gonna say, because I have like 3 different rec videos that I'm going back and forth on what I want to upload first. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna be what I'm thinking, if you can read my mind. But anyways, a rec video will be up next week. So that's it for today, and I will see you when I see ya.